Well, this is the aftermath. This is, you know, the backstage stuff, what happens. Basically, the talk show. As we got the fans here, what? Um, Before we get into the interviews, any questions for me? Yes, Stone Cold. I got a question. Where in the hell is Chris? Well, if you didn't see the last episode, Chris suffered a injury because of the BEW members. Huh. Okay. I got another question. What's the future like for DCW? You gotta answer that question to the first guest. He is the GM of DCW. He is David Wolf. Wolf. I don't know why I said it like that. But oh hell yeah. There he is. Thank you, Austin. Now we will answer everybody's questions here today. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of controversy what happened to Chris. But let me just say this: he will be back. You don't know when, but he will. Trust me, it will be sooner than you think. Another thing, you haven't gave Seth Rollins an opportunity for his title. Have you been seeing what he's been doing? He's been killing it. He Since he's been back, he's been helping Dean and Roman. So trust me. Now let's introduce our first guest. She just recently won the title. Becky Lynch, the DCW Women's Champion, is here. You gonna put her title right there? Thank you, thank you. Obviously, it was one of the toughest matches I had with Blanca. It was good. Me winning this title meant a lot. What does the future hold for Becky Lynch and DCW? I don't know yet. But just know this: I'm ready for any challenger. Becky, I got a question. Yes, strange man. Um, what does the future hold for Becky Lynch and DCW? Yeah, I got a question too. Okay, Blue Man. Do you think we got enough women in here in DCW? Um, yeah. I mean, yeah. We got like women like Blanca Belair, um, Asuka, Charlotte Flair. So many talented women. Candice LeRae. So there's a chance for these women to go for this title. Um, Now, I'm gonna answer that one guy's question. The future for Becky Lynch is this: I'm ready for any challenger at any time, anywhere. If it's a DCW regular show or if it's a DCW pay per view, I'm ready for the challengers. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for the time, Becky. You're welcome, fan. And as we introduce the next guest, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Shield. Furthermore, I might have to get out of harm's way for this. Shield, the floor is yours. I let Roman start. Let him start. Okay. Any questions about the match? Um, Actually, I got a question. Yes, blonde hair. No, this ain't for you, Roman. This is for Dean and Seth. Okay. Don't worry, you get your chance, Roman. Shoot, dude. Dean and Seth, are you aware that BW is falling apart? Yeah, we are very real about the situation. That's why it was actually Seth's idea. Actually, he thought the idea of us coming back together. Even though I hate the dude, I really hate Seth Rollins, and Roman hates Seth too. Trust me. But you know what? All jokes aside, um, we gotta represent DCW because at Christmas Chaos, we will be part of Team DCW. And yeah, okay. I got a question for you, Seth. You know, it's been a while since you were the DCW World Champion. A lot has happened since you disappeared, since you got injured that one time. But now you're back. How you feel? Well, honestly, man, it's been a roller coaster. Really, if you think about it. My rise to the top, DCW was the second episode of that DCW. It was the first ever DCW Rumble. All three of them. Well, no, Dean, he was not in the match. That's right. I will compete in the Rumble though. This time. Back to your question, like the roller coaster the hoops I went through, seeing me get here. We're at what? November 28th, I believe. It's honestly been one of the best years for me and here in DCW. And I am one of the OGs of DCW, believe it or not. See, all three of us, we won championships. Dean Ambrose, he was the 24/7 hardcore champion for the longest time. Roman Reigns, one of the greatest Intercontinental Championships reigns ever, I think, in my opinion. I mean, look what he did for that title. Look what he did for that Intercontinental Championship, Roman Reigns. He had one of the best feuds of this year. Him and Black Ghost. You can't deny that. But here's the thing. I also accomplish a lot too. Like me winning the first ever DCW World Championship. Then AJ Styles cashed in his briefcase was a crazy moment if you think about it. But you know, we was doing good until BEW invaded us, basically. And that's what happens in wrestling companies sometimes. Sometimes you start from the top, and then sometimes you end up going to the ground. Yeah. Can we talk about Brock Lesnar on this show? Because I really want to talk about it. Sure. Yeah, let's talk about that piece of crap that turned on us. I expected it from Brock Lesnar because it's in his nature to turn on people. Just like it could be on the nature of Randy Orton turning his back. I mean, look how many times he's turned on Cody Rhodes of this year. He's been turning on Randy Orton since the second rump, since the episode 2 DCW. Yeah, that's crazy. Think about it. And you know, that second episode, you saw Seth Rollins went through hell in that match. Like, he went through 7 tables. Yeah, you don't have to bring it up, guys. Go ahead. But anyway, the Shield is back. And we got some special gears for Christmas Chaos that support the Shield since day one. The Shield is back, better than ever. We're ready for any challenger at any given moment. BEW, you still haven't got your roster of wrestlers. We have a team captain, and that team captain is Seth Rollins. We also have Punk. I believe AJ's on the team. We don't know that yet. But where's y'all's team? Y'all only have Red Tornado. We need answers, BEW. We need answers now and sooner than later. So if you got the guts, do y'all's next episode. Announce who, because at this point, we're waiting. We're waiting for your members. Announce who's going to be on the scene. At least some of the members. There's going to be 10 guys competing in this match. Actually, I'm going to make that 11. Oh, okay. So, 11 guys. We already got 4 guys on the team. We still don't know if, heck, maybe Brian will join the team. I doubt it. But if he does, y'all cooked. Because Brian's been killing it too. Even though he lost to AJ, he's been killing it. Is that all the questions for me? Yeah, dude. This next question is now for Roman Reigns. Finally, I get a question. Goodness. Yeah, Roman, you had one of the best performance with the Intercontinental Championship when you competed inside of I don't know what it was called, but you had to put people in the inside of a box, basically. Hey, I remember that. That was a funny match, in my opinion. But that's how I won my first Intercontinental Championship, and it was crazy. But here we are, November 28th. But here we are, November 28th, and I'm representing DCW. Any more questions for us, or are we done? I got one more question, Roman. What's gonna happen if, not when, but if one of your Shield buddies will turn? Because I'm looking at 3 Shield members, and I'm seeing one that could turn on y'all again. Okay, first of all, I will never turn. Yes, I would do that again. But this is for DCW. I would never do that for the cause of DCW. I'm not Brock Lesnar. I don't know about that, Seth. I still don't trust you. How should we trust a guy? How could you trust me? I put my body on the line for this darn company. And you want to stand there and accuse me of Seth? Seth is just a fan, man. Don't. No, David. He's asking for it. You know, all I see is wrestling's fake. Wrestling's fake. Wrestling's fake. Wow. Wow. You really going there, huh? Sad. Son, don't do it. You're just a faker that's pretending to be a wrestler. So don't do it. He's asking for it. I know he's asking for it, but don't. I'm the crazy one. Remember? Don't do it. Poser, wannabe of a wrestler. That's it. Nobody says wrestling's fake to my face. A whole lot than I thought it would. Say, come on, he's just a kid. He asked for this. Remember. Oh! That's all the questions that I have. Stone Cold, you might have to carry him out. It's okay, son. I help you. That guy kind of deserved it, so yeah. Let's get to the next interview. This next interview is he's a former champion, Black Ghost. Yeah, we're gonna do no themes, songs. Black Ghost, thanks for the time, man. We all looking at me like that. Yeah, you. Applause. Black Ghost, big fan, long-time fan, since you won the Intercontinental. Well, not since you won it. Since you made your debut in DCW. It was like a random battle royal, though. Yeah, it was. But I proved my ground. I won that battle royal, didn't I? Yeah. Um, I must ask this question. Normally the other people, but they're not fans of you. I am. I gotta ask, man. What's next for Black Ghost? It's a tough question. What's next for me? I don't know yet. Okay. Um, do you feel you winning, like when you won the Intercontinental Championship? Did you feel you hold it a good amount? Yeah, I beat Roman Reigns, and that was the goal for me. If I'm being honest, like like Roman said, we had one of the best feuds of this year. Okay. Um. Now I got a question. Are you joining the NWO or something? Is that what I saw out there? Because it looks to me that you're joining the NWO. Huh. That is a good question. I don't know why Darby was helping me. Don't ask me why he was out there, because I have no clue. He cost AK big, in a big way, but the thing I didn't expect was War. Like him showing up in his demon slash war form. Can't plan for that. Like some people think War is just a human. That War is a normal person. But I found out the hard way what War is all about. War is, he might be a lot of things. But one thing he's not is a coward. So, I don't know when or where, but eventually I will get my title match. My title rematch. And I will win. And become a two-time Intercontinental Champion. Okay. It's a good point. But I gotta say this, because I'm a fan of you. You need to find your demon, Black Ghost, to beat War. Kid with the claws, you have a good point. Or else, you might have to join the NWO. You have a lot of good points there. Good interview. Is that all the questions? Hey, I don't need questions after that. You need it. I do. You wouldn't have a chance against war. Even if you do have a demon form. Okay, this guy's clearly a war fan. Yeah, I am. You know what? You suck, Black Ghost. Okay. First of all, kid, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. War got lucky. You know it. He only beat me once. And only once. When we have a rematch, I will beat him. Just know that. Sure you will. Or you could lose like before. Listen, kid. I bled to win the Intercontinental Championship. I don't need nothing from you. I bled to death against Roman Reigns. Who is you to judge me? Please, we can see that was clearly fake blood. Huh. Fake? Don't make me beat you up. But I'm not. I'm going to leave while I'm calmed and cool and collected. And what about your family? I heard about your family. You have nobody. No family members. You only have one, and that's your big brother. How could you win when you haven't done anything to recover from that? You know, I'm starting to understand why Seth took the other fan out. So stop pissing me off, or you're gonna get it. Fine, but you're never gonna beat War. David, I'm leaving before I kick this fan's ass. As we get to the next guest, I'm gonna introduce first AK, who was also in that triple threat match. Okay, I got questions. Any question, really. Yeah, the guy that's holding his hand up. Yeah, AK, big fan. What are you looking at? I'm looking at you. Because what you did out there to Black Ghost was uncalled for. Being a fan don't mean to be a jerk. Yeah. Dude, you need to calm down. So therefore, I'm not answering your questions. I'm answering his. Thank you, AK. Even though I'm not a fan of you, you was screwed out of the match by Darby Allin. Hmm. Yeah. The last thing I expected was Darby. I expected Ward to show up in his Ward form. I expected Black Ghost to be Black Ghost, being tough and everything. But Darby was definitely not the guy I was expecting. Yeah, blue guy. AK, I'm bigger fan than him, obviously. I'm wearing blue. You like blue. Yeah. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of tensions. Me not winning that championship kind of hurt, though. Kind of stinged a little. I thought I would be the second Rollins to win a championship. But fate has had other plans for somebody else. But eventually, I will win that Intercontinental Championship. I will win that DCW Intercontinental Championship. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I will win it. Well, until then, I got another question for you, AJ. You and Kid Ace have a long history. It goes way back in WWE. Yeah. Me and there's no words to describe what me and Kid Ace have. Now, obviously, he's the 24/7 hardcore championship. Now, he did not defend it last night. For obvious reasons. He got attacked by BEW. I mean, if I was the champion, yes. But Kid Ace has suffered more pain. What makes this different than the pain he went through against Dean Ambrose? Well, first, he got jumped. Second, there was like 3, 4 guys on against him. It had to take a Logan to save him. I think Logan was the only guy, if I'm not correct. Yeah, I think he was the only one that helped him. But somehow them overcome the odds. So kudos to them. Now Logan will not be in this interview, no, other than War, of course. That would be the only ace that would be, well, no, Kid Adam and Ghost. Those the only aces that will, yeah. War is about to come out right now. So I'm going to get out of y'all's hair because I do not want to deal with that. He's probably going to talk about how his win was good and all that. Kudos to War, though, and his War form. I got screwed. We all saw it. I got robbed. But trust me, I will win that championship. That's all I gotta say. And here comes the well, please welcome the new IC champion, War Ace. There he is. Still rocking the backwards look. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay. I know y'all got tons of questions. I gotta get to my girl Raven, so hurry up. Wait, you're with Raven? Yeah. You didn't know that? Nope. Well, yeah, me and her been together for a while. Quite a while, actually. Nice. I know, right? Me and Raven. Um, so, any questions? Uh, yeah, I got one. Tonight showed that anger can get you anywhere. Is that true? Well, obviously, yes. Because I showed up in my form. And when I do, I end up winning most of the time. So as long as I'm in that form, I ain't losing squat. Okay? Good point. Um, Another question. This was the first time you won this title. Is it correct? In DCW, yes. Um, you're rare that now all the aces have all the gold, almost all the gold in DCW. Accomplishment that nobody has done, not even the Shield. Them hold the titles, but don't want a faction. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nexus is not like. Listen, we based the next. You know how in WWE, Wade Bear was the leader. Kid Ace is the leader, right? That's a true brotherhood right there. Myself, Kid Ace, Kid Adam, Ghost. All of us, all four of us, are a brotherhood. It's not like any other brotherhood. It brothers structures, not really brothers. The Usos, yeah, them brothers, but them turn on each other immediately. It was Jimmy who turned on Jay. So yeah, there you go. Okay, good point. Is this the start for War Ace? I think it is. Most people would say this is the beginning of war. Okay. I got a question. Are you aware that you have to give up your championship at Christmas Chaos? Yeah, I'm aware of that. Because at Christmas Chaos, all of us have to give up our belts. Anybody could win the RC Championship, the United States Championship, the DCW Championship is also being vacant because BEW has to make that deal. them gotta make it because that is a DCW championship. Matter them like it or not, that championship them got is gonna be vacant because of the simple fact it's a DCW championship. Okay, I got a question too. Okay, blue guy, what you got? Um, if if DCW and BEW would ever work together, if them ever work together, would there be a partnership? I can answer that for you. This is for what? Well, I'm the GM. Um, I would say no, but you never know. Good question. Good answer. Now, like I said, I don't have all the time in the world. I gotta go with Raven. Sorry about that. Now, hopefully, y'all got y'all's answers from me. I gotta go. Coming up next is gonna be the Nexus, Ghost Ace, and Kid Adam, the tag team champions. Guys, thanks for joining us. Anytime. Oh shit. Get out of here. Already having trouble? Yeah. Just put up that over here. Okay. Any questions for us? Oh, look, Stone Cold back. Okay. I got a question for the Nexus. Um, you have faced pretty much every team there is possible. You faced the Dudleys, you faced Logan and Death before, you faced DX. You haven't faced the Usos, but to be fair, them had their little feud, and that's why we never got a chance to face the Usos. But like War said, the Nexus or Brotherhood, we didn't just win these titles for nothing, you know? These titles we have right now, we have accomplished. Now, fortunately, we gotta give up our titles. We do not like the idea of that. But hey, if no team can beat us, that's probably the only way we can lose the titles, if I'm being honest. These titles we've had for like a long time. It would be almost a year since we hold these titles. That's how long we hold these. We beat the Dudleys, I believe. Yeah, the Dudleys for these titles. The Dudleys has not been seen since then. Where are the Dudley boys? Nowhere to be seen. You haven't seen the Dudley boys since we won these towns. Yes, we had war. We had war to help us. But you know what? That's that's part of life, basically. You win some, you lose some. Okay, this is a question for Ghost. Ghost, you are the oldest out of the bunch. How you feel about that? Our family has been through a lot, let's just say. I will not say it because Black Ghost already mentioned his family. I don't want to go all details about that. But just know this: we're we're ready for any tag team that comes our way. DX had to work hard to even earn these titles, obviously. But here's the thing: you there's a difference being a good tag team and being a great tag team. DX, one of the greats, right? We are definitely getting up there of one of the greatest tag teams. Now, there's been some controversially who's the best tag team, who's the greatest tag team. There's controversy there. But just know this: the Nexus, lose or win, we will go down in the history of DCW as the greatest. Might you hate us or you like us or not, the Nexus is the future of this tag team division. We've been the future since winning these titles, and we're going to be the future after we lose it. Great statement. If there's any team you would love to face, any team at all, who would it be? It's a tough one, but probably the Usos. Like I said, the Usos would be probably the team we would love to face, if I'm being perfectly honest. But unfortunately, things happen where the Usos have been stuck in that rivalry for so long. But it finally ended at the pay per view last night. But we will end up facing the Usos down the line. That's all for now. Yeah, see you guys in the next episode of DCW. Maybe. Hopefully. See you then. And I introduce you, still, your United States champion, your DCW United States champion, Jay Uso. Jay Uso. Man, glad to see you. How you feel? Well, honestly, David Wolf feels awesome. Any questions for my beloved fans? Yeah, I got a question. Um, this match would be the last time that y'all face each other. Is that true or not? Listen, I thought the last time we faced each other was the last time, but it wasn't because Jimmy ended up winning the number one contender spot. because War was going after the Intercontinental Championship. Now, do I think War could have had a chance against me? Yes, probably. He would probably win this title right now. I'm thankful he did not go after that title. I'm thankful of that. But here we are. I'm still United States champion. After beating Jimmy the last time, I've held it for this is only my second reign as champion. Now me and my brother, we shook hands, we hugged it out after the match. So all that is over. Hopefully, me and him can work together for the best. Now, I want to answer the question that one guy said about the possibility of the Usos versus the Nexus. I could see that down the line. I could see it. Us winning those tag team titles from the Nexus would be awesome. But the fact of the matter is, the Nexus are good. I can deny that. Me and Jimmy have been feuding for a long time. Maybe me and Jimmy are a little rusty as a tag team, but I do know this. I'm still United States champion. Your DCW United States champion. Any more questions? Yeah. I got a question, Jay. Um, you have been successful this year, I would say. Hey, drop it. That's all I gotta say. As we get into AJ Styles, the current, the new, the first ever DCW Global Champion. AJ, thanks for the time, man. You're welcome. You see this beautiful DCW Global Championship. How does it feel being the first ever? Feels great. Honestly, it's been a roller coaster for me. To be in the Money in the Bank winner, to being the DCW World Champion, to now being the DCW Global Champion. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the feeling of how honored I am of this opportunity. Now, this year is going to be the year of AJ Styles. You can't deny that. It's just been awesome journey. Yeah, Blue Guy, you got a question? Um, Honestly, AJ, I have been happy for you. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm probably your biggest fan. Um, but here we go. I'm just gonna list the names you have faced. You have faced the likes of Daniel Bryan. You've faced the likes, and you've also faced CM Punk. Many names you have faced of this year. And you also competed in the Rumble, which you lasted pretty long, if I'm being honest. Until you got eliminated by, I think, Randy. I think so. It could be Randy, but all I'm focused on now. The journey that I had to get here, to even be here right now as your champion, unbelievable. I end up losing the champ. Red Tornado, the guy who was on, who is part of DCW, took the title, so therefore we had to make a new one. But we will get that DCW World Championship back. But until then, I'll answer your all's questions. Now, I must ask, is your championship going to be on the line at Christmas Chaos? No. David Wolf felt like I just won it. I just won this title. So no, this title is not going to be on the line at Christmas Chaos. But I am going to be part of team, and I have accepted the challenge. I have accepted the invitation. So, David Wolf, I will be part of Team DCW. Good. Now, let's just say the names in this match. Two of the names I'm going to name that I hate: Seth Rollins, CM Punk. And I don't care what I have to. So, I didn't get a chance to say a word. What? That's CM Punk. Don't you forget, AJ. You still got a match against me at the Rumble. So, you keep that title nice and warm for me. Because I'm not going after the DCW World Championship. Whoever's the DCW World Champion, don't care. I'll team up with you. But here's the thing. That title you got, you have on your shoulder, it's just to remind you. Just reminds me that I have my match at the Rumble. So yeah, keep that title nice and safe for me. Because it's going to be me versus you at the Rumble for that title. Arguably the biggest match you have ever faced. One-on-one, no excuses, no Brian, no interferences. Me versus you for that title. Although you're the first ever global champion, it's going to be a short run for you. because I am going to take that title you have. Take it all away at the Rumble. So keep it nice and warm because I'm going to win it from you. Punk, you're a lot of things. You're confident. You're the best in the world. But you've never faced me one-on-one. Ask anybody who has faced me. Ask Daniel Bryan. Ask John Cena. Ask anybody has faced me one-on-one. You don't know who you're messing with. Because when Seth Rollins got injured, when he crumbled under the pressure, who was there? Me, AJ Styles. So CM Punk, I don't want to hear another peek out of you about you're gonna win it. Because yeah, you're the best. You're the best in the world. One of one of the greatest to ever do it. You're good on your promos, yeah. I won't hold you there, but this is not about who's the best, who's the greatest. This is about the title that I have. The title that I worked hard to even earn when I beat Bryan. Bryan did everything to me. Literally everything. And he couldn't get the job done. And you know why? Because I've proven time and time again why I am phenomenal. So CM Punk, me versus you at the Rumble, one-on-one, no problem. So, see you then. Wow, AJ with a statement. I guess y'all didn't answer. Y'all didn't ask no questions for him, so ask questions for me. Yes, CM Punk. Are you worried about AJ Styles at the Rumble? Worried? Please. AJ Styles, yes, he is phenomenal. He's one of the greatest, but he's not the best in the world. I'm just saying. I will say you are the best, but CM Punk, you've only appeared like a couple times in DCW. What's up with that? Well, you know why? Because I'm bearable. A guy like me needs to take a break. A guy like me, the best in the world, needs his time from wrestling. Any more questions? Yes. Um, what is what's next for if CM Punk does not win the Rumble, what's next? If I don't win the Rumble, I mean not win the Rumble, but if I don't win that championship, I don't know, but I will win it because you know why? I'm CM Punk. I am the best in the world for a reason. This match between myself and AJ Styles is going to be one of the greatest matches. You can trust me on that. Okay. You think people want to see Bryan versus Punk? No. Nobody wanted to see that crap. But I'll leave you with this. When I beat AJ Styles, I will shake his hand. He should do the same thing. Win or lose, one of us has to shake the other guy's hand. That's the deal I'm making. Okay. And brothers, you part of Team DCW. How you feel about that? Well, honestly, David Wolf wanted me part of Team DCW. He asked me to be part of this team, and I will. Team DCW started from him, started because of him, and it's not ending because of BEW. So, this match between BEW and DCW is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So, we're going to find out which brand is better. That's all I got to say. Hit my music. Well, that's all we got for y'all fans. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed. Y'all got y'all's answers here today. Thank you, David Wolf. Let's go, guys. Let's eat some burgers.